Back from the dead.
Hey guys, it's MoTC here, back with another video. Today, we're making a video on new mobs that I made in Minecraft, which I've shown you in the past. You can already see probably two of them in the background. You probably only can't really see the other one. But I made a bunch of new mobs since last time I showed you. Starting off, I guess I'll start with this one. This is the Infinity Wolf. It's basically, I've had people make fun of it and call it a gay wolf or a pride wolf just because it's rainbow, and I'm like, that doesn't necessarily mean that when it's rainbow, but you can go ahead and think that if you want. It's obviously a passive mob. It won't, well actually it's neutral as long as you don't attack it, but it will help you and fight other mobs for you, and it's very tanky and strong. Over here we have the Abomination Cow. I don't even need to spawn it in. And yes, it is actually hostile, and it kills itself by blowing up. It basically just kamikazes like a creeper. It just pretty much does what a creeper does. And I'm gonna make more mobs like that. Next up we have the Arctic Enderman. Yes, as the name implies, it's intended for like the Arctic, and it looks like it has a smiley face on its back. But that's not it. That's actually its face right there, if I can look at it. Its head is also really glitched out whenever it does attack, and no, it doesn't teleport or anything like that. The next couple are the End City Villager, which you saw up in the title. There it is attacking. And then the End Creeper, which for this one will actually just go to the end. Well, here's two of them. Those are the two End City Villagers. But yeah, they're one of my favorite mobs that I made. They look really good. I really like how they turned out. Because they even have their own, like, and yes, they are, as the name implies, intended for, well, the end. You've already seen these guys, the Skulk, or not Skulk, Ender Guardians. Now if I go up here, I've went to several different End Cities and basically made them a home. Made the End City Villagers have their own place to live. And one of them is actually over here. I also got the End Creeper, which I'll show you. It's probably one of the most bland looking ones, but I think it still turned out alright. Yeah, they were intended for this place, and yes, you can trade with them like other villagers, but they're basically just reskinned versions of already existing villagers, obviously. Over here, if I can find any, there is a bunch of Abomination Cows, don't ask. It's just, I was bored one day and was playing with some friends on here and showing them around. Okay, so apparently there is no End Creepers here, but here is one. You can actually go up against them and jump on top of them, and you can't actually move them around. They don't actually move other than teleporting. They can only teleport. And no, they don't actually explode. They just do everything in a skulk. Or not skulk. I keep saying skulk. Shulker does. These are actually, if you haven't already figured it out yet, these are brown coats from PvZ. From Plants vs. Zombies. Me and my friend Zombie have actually worked on this guy. We put we made sure to spend a lot of time and effort and work into him. Even though I technically made him. I just wanted his help and idea of how to actually make one. So, and yes, these guys, if you don't know already, are actually the first mob I was going to make for the PvZ Ultimate Warfare pack, aka the PvZ Ultimate Warfare World. Like that world I showed you, the big project I'm working on, just like alongside Dark Deception. This is the other one. This will probably even be bigger than Dark Deception, possibly. No, I will. There's a lot just going into it. And yes, unlike the other spawn icons, this one is different. It's a picture. And if you're wondering what this is, it's not a normal bat, of course. This is actually a vampire bat. And yes, they're hostile. They attack you. And of course, why wouldn't I make the vampire bat without the actual vampire itself? So, then, here's the actual vampire. And they're very strong and tanky. I don't know why I made their gloves a different color. They're also my other favorite looking mob. They look pretty good. I liked how they turn out. I forgot to actually give the vampire bat teeth. That's what I was trying to say. So, but they still look good though. I don't mind. They still look good. Next we have a grizzly bear, and I also made a black bear, and I've also made a red panda. I don't know what I just ran into. I guess there's like an invisible barrier or something. I don't know. I'm actually gonna leave the end. I don't really want to. Not really in the mood to be in the end at the moment. I would just jump cut this part, but I'm really not that far away. It's not gonna take that long at all. And for some reason, I stopped sprinting in the air. But yeah, since there's a polar bear in Minecraft, I figured it'd be a cool idea to actually add the rest of them, since, you know, there's many different bears in real life. Sloth bears, grizzly bears, black bears, panda bears, even though pandas aren't technically bears, but I count them as bears because they still act like it and they look like one. I actually even added a couple black bears and grizzly bears out here. Like, here's the black bear. And if you're wondering why they have white showing in certain parts of their body, it's because those were parts I forgot to color. I forgot to colorize and cover up those spots. So, yeah, you can still see the remains of what it used to be a polar bear. And there is still, of course, polar bears in Minecraft. I didn't actually get rid of any of the other Minecraft mobs that are still here. Here's the grizzly bear. For some reason, I don't know why, I decided to make this one rideable. Don't ask. I mean, I was thinking more of like the concept of like a war bear. Like you take it into war or something, even though that's kind of stupid, but I figured I'd just go for a regular grizzly bear. And yes, they are neutral. They won't attack you unless you attack them. And there's some more, but I'm going to have to take a jump cut because I need to use the bathroom. Anyway, guys, I'm back. I need to use the bathroom. Anyway, got a couple more mobs I wanted to show you. Got the Skulk Ravager, and this one is passive, mostly. And unlike the other Ravagers, this one you can actually mount. Except you go inside of it. And it's not wanting me to tame it. It's not a horse or anything. I ended up just using a llama for the, you know, behavior and everything. But the problem though is that, you know, since it's a llama, I can't actually ride it, sadly, like control it and everything, so it's kind of just there for decoration. And then here's the Skulk Snake. It doesn't really look like a snake, but to an extent is. Here's the Skulk Snake, and it is a mob you can actually like tame and take care of and everything, and it can fight stuff for you. I use wolf physics. Anyway, next couple mobs are the red panda. I had to have Shoo! I had to sneeze. I had to sneeze bad. Now my parents are home. Now I'm almost done. I tried making the red panda before, and it did not turn out well. It ended up. That's not it. This is it. I ended up just making it into this, and then it turned into this. Don't know why. And then I tried fixing it and turning it into this, which this looks better. But it also had problems. Like the head was all glitchy. So there is one more mob I wanted to show you guys. What's this? Alright, I'm back. Anyway, this is, well, the imposter. It's a joke mob. Yes, I wanted to make an Among Us thing.
We're back from the dead. We're back from the dead.